Guys, welcome back to Let's Play Grandia 3. Last time, we went and started to rescue Alfina, but got distracted by coming back to listen to this awesome, relaxing music. I do really love this theme, by the way. Anyway, as you can tell, we are back in the Rowlett Alps, and as I said before, there's a very nice item here. The Expert Book. Sadly, there's only one of these as well as the Master Book, but yes, it's a perfect book. I'm going to give it to you because I have really changed your setup since the last time we were here, giving you Unshakable Will and Revenge. Revenge is a good idea for her because it means you can cancel everybody when you try and use Revenge. So I'm going to try that out. I think it's going to be a pretty good choice here. I've also changed up my setup a little bit. You have Anne's necklace, you have the golden ring, I think you had that before. You have the spirit ring now, and the ebony armor. I've given you kind of not the highest defense, but pretty much protection against everything else. And here we only have protection against elementals for now, and non-elemental damage there, and a little bit higher on the defensive side. So there's kind of my setup. Just go over skills real quick. Most people haven't changed too much. I do want Legendary Thief because there's a couple items I'd like to get in the final area. So as it stands, the only thing I don't have level 3 on is Perception with Donna. Unfortunately, I really need one more book and then I could change kind of her setup around a little bit. But Fire Mastery will be good. Absorb Magic, so we don't need to worry about healing our MP as much would be nice. I took Magic Esoterica off of Hecht because for the immediate future, she's going to be working on Armageddon. I did manage to learn one off screen as I was coming to get this book here. But yeah, we're going to be working on that. And now that I've got this book, I will meet you back in Rowlett Town. And we're back, and this time, we can finally rest. I should probably regain my strength, yeah. Important to rest on occasion. Need your strength. Is there actually, we can rest here, but there's still no scene. I guess we're gonna have to go to Mendy or something like that. I could have swore I did it here, but I guess not. I needed to heal anyway, so. So we've healed, we're all set up and ready to go, though there's a couple of people around here I would like to talk to, most importantly you. Working pretty hard for a kid. Keep an eye on the pelts for Grandpa, and you can't touch them. Makes me want to touch him even more. Gotta resist temptation! Yeah, did he go out hunting or something? He went out to where the plane went down. Said he's going to help that scary old airplane man. Oh, so we're assuming that he is alive. But if he doesn't go right away, we'll all regret it. And she doesn't know what regret means. Yeah, we'll regret it if we don't get a move on here pretty soon. Is there anybody else we can talk to? We'll talk to you. I'm not going to go all the way across the gate to talk to the other guy, but... Flight units are running, good as new. Oh yeah, we just destroyed, you know, an evil god shell, you know, no big deal. Been pretty worried. Boys are out searching for him in their plane. Saw black smoke coming from the forest where he crashed. Leave that to us. Alright, you take on Zorn. Well, we could do that, but as I said, I do want to take a nap somewhere. Oh yeah, and by the way, Sermania is the final location. Even though technically the area is called Zorn Shell, it's located in Sermania. You need to go to Sermania in the sky in order to get to Zorn Shell. They're like kind of connected. It's weird. But anyway, let us return to Mendy. We're looking for somebody named Zach, right? I think somebody named Zach was potentially here. I will look for him by talking to people off screen, but for the most part, we're here for one final auto quest. The only real side quest in this game. Now, as far as I understand, I believe that's all for the skill books that we can get in the game. We have every mana egg in the game, though I think there's still one in the final dungeon or something like that. Oddly enough, it's a dust egg from my notes. So I was like, wait, what? You get the worst egg in the final dungeon? That's weird. But anyway, let's go talk to some people. Be interesting to see what has changed in Mendy over all this time. And I think the first one that's particularly important is exactly right here. At least I think it's happened now. Has it? Ah, look at that. They're on talking terms again. Is he crying? I'll change. Please stay with me. I know I'm a disgrace. Things will be like they always were. You promise to change, but you won't. You know, you won't work. You just complain. It's not much money, but sounds like a tough job. Will you get tired and quit? Do you guys say anything else? Still sore from work. If you're with me, feel like you can make it through anything. Aww, isn't that sweet? Make a new beginning right here on the Bridge of Beginnings. You never change. Why am I crying? Oh dear, yeah. So they start off the game, you know, having a fight, and then they break up, and then they get back together. By the way, this was the guy here with the cat paw sausages before, so if you wanted to talk to him about that other quest there, then you can talk to him about that. I never did because he's too far away. Kind of a pain. No wonder they're panicked. Alright. I'm not going to talk to everybody around here, because for the most part it's not particularly important, but... Oh? No, probably not. This isn't Grandia 2. Roots were a curse from the people who died at sea. Well, it's definitely a curse. And now, they said that there was a sailor that was talking about this, or somebody down by the pier, something. Anyway, let us go down here and talk to the people down by the pier here. Sail on fish. Fishmonger is some kind of prophet. Pretty accurate. Old lady here swears by him. Yeah, what has he predicted? Oh yeah, we were talking to him before and he said something about that. He said something bad was going to happen and then something bad happened to Arcriff. Not exactly accurate, but not wrong either. Does sound a little suspicious. Said the old lady would get her finger pinched by... So something that would likely happen if you got near a crowd. Okay. Crooked merchant would get punished. The way they phrase that, it almost seems as if the merchant himself got attacked by the crab, so he's the crooked merchant, even though he's supposed to be the prophet. I'm not sure if that was intentional or not, or just how I read into it. They're selling them right over there. Said this guy would be covered by red roots. Oh. Only one who heard the prediction was the one kid. She practically worships him. Even forgot about his injured hand. Covered in red roots. He's no prophet. Just an old fishmonger. Dog man for his rudeness, yeah. Said the birds could not fly in this kind. Oh my. Running a sail. Okay. I predicted strange things that have been happening. Lobster Merchant's son is my witness. Okay. Yeah, he doesn't seem much like a prophet, just a sales guy. What am I? Does seem somewhat suspicious around here, don't you? And this is the other guy. I heard him, huh? When exactly did he say that? The day before it happened. Okay. This is also true. Believe in the fishmonger. He's amazing. Okay. Gotta start advertising. Well, that's pretty much all we can learn down here. I'm going to look around and see if there's this Zack guy, and then I'll meet you over by Otto there once we're done, if we don't find this Zack guy that we heard about in Rowlett Town. Okay, we're back. I didn't find any reference of anyone named Zack around here, or anyone that could have been related to the person we heard about in Rowlett Town. I guess it was just a one-off thing. Doesn't even know who his employer is. This could be tricky. That's a good point. Anyway, we talked to this guy. Tell me about the incident. People are saying the fishmonger on the docks is a prophet, but from what I hear, he's really a fake. Alright, we gotta expose him. Who's the employer? Wrote me a letter about the case, don't know anything else about it. Alright. Well, if you want to figure this one out, this one, let's see here. Lobster Merchant's kid. So this was the kid next to him who seemed to have heard him say things first. Desire to tease people. And by predicting after the fact. Mystery solved. There we go. Lobster Merchant boy decided he heard the fishmonger predict things even though he didn't. And he didn't have a particular motive. He just did it for fun. Well, that's kind of a lame mystery, but okay. You can have this. Hurricane belt. Some places I saw labeled this as a hurricane blade. It is most certainly not. It is a belt. And I believe hurricane belt is 10 initiative. Yeah. So there's 10 initiative there if you want it for somebody. You could give it to somebody, but because we have the ability to protect 3 of her 4 characters against all status effects, I think I'm going to go for that myself, but that's entirely up to you. There's nothing new to buy in the store around here, and oh, right, skill shop, yeah. We'll come back here and we will show the one other thing I wanted to talk about that. Yes. Increases attack range. Critical attack becomes fan-shaped. This is what I was saying with, is the last piece of the puzzle for Donna if you wanted to use her as a physical attacker. Turns her critical attack into a fan shape. Now, as a fan-shaped attack, in combined with the, get out of there for a sec, the powerful weapon that we now have access to, that one, we can do quite a bit of damage, hitting a lot of people with a cancel attack that's you can hit from a range and you don't have to charge up a lot for, is particularly useful. It makes her quite powerful, and you can equip some other things on her to make her even better, like Peerless Belt. That would be helpful as well. You can also increase her initiative so she moves faster. Lots of things you can do to kind of make her out to be quite useful at times. And so the other thing you could put on her is Berserker, and that would just give her more cards to throw out, so she can either use a critical to cancel things, or she can use a combo and deal lots and lots and lots of hits. Either way is a good idea. I personally prefer to use the book because I need the extra, useful books. I just don't have enough really good books to kind of balance things out for what I want to power up. So I like to keep the book, but the option's there for you. Just like with the master book and getting Force attack, which allows you to do more criticals. That's also an option if you really want to do that. I prefer wide attack myself, but anyway. With that said, oh, no, what am I doing? Let's go hit the... I was like looking at my notes as I was about to run away. No, we did want to spend a night now that we have Hecht in our party so that we can see what she talks about during mealtime. And it's one of the few opportunities we have to actually kind of get a little more character development behind her, since she does respond to some of the people around here, but not a lot. We're gonna get her. Anyway, stay the night. Oh, I'm gonna double check Bacula. I swear I was able to do this in my test run. It would seem weird that the only place you could do it is Bacula, but okay, we can't do it there either. Never mind. I could have swore that we could spend at least one night somewhere with Hecht, but I guess not, unless it's like in, I don't know, Randoto? No, not Randoto, Saboteur. There's no new items in Saboteur, by the way. We're kind of at the end of being able to get items. I believe I have accumulated every item that is obtainable in this game through side quests and other means. We now have just the final dungeon to go through. And we're pretty much close to the end. The end of this game kind of sneaks up on you a little bit. Just because, you know, you expect to... dodge you. Oh, crap. Okay, we took care of all of those groups, and luckily from one of them, I got a spirit seed as a drop. Nice. Yeah, it's the enemies around here, you can get a number of the different seeds if you are so inclined to go after them. It's another good reason to have the legendary thief abilities on some of your characters. It would also be useful to put it on Hecht as well, especially if you're going to use a lot of Armageddon like me.
Zorn! There may still be time left.
Is someone up there? Alfina!
Somewhat blurry, but yeah, looks like Alfina. She looks tied up. We should probably go help her out. Okay. Hello. We gonna load the dungeon? There it is! We found the dungeon. In this screen, there are 12 items. This is a very large dungeon. It's a final dungeon. I should damn well hope it's big. Alright. Go. So let us roam in here and take a look. Ah, this one. I remember this. And after that battle, we got level 15 to skill with Yuki. Very, very nice. And we get healing gems we don't need. Now, there is a thing here, and we can fight that guy. Now, let's get our Mystic Potion going there. Now, if you go over this way, it opens up this side here. This leads to the same area, but yeah, we don't want to run into him quite yet. He's an important one. There is a bunch of drops that we probably want to gain. Let's save up there. If you really are into it, you could switch all of your setup from whatever it is, from Burst Hunter to Demon Hunter for this fight. But chances are you're going to fight this guy more than once. So, yeah, he looks like a boss because we've fought him as a boss before, or a different version of him as a boss before. And he doesn't have that much HP. However, Calibus, see here, beast-type enemy, he can drop a power seed. He can also drop Queen's Heels, the best pair of boots in the game for females. And they have 30 initiative. So, now I wanted you to go into the air. You didn't. And I didn't get the item I was looking for. Now, going out of your way to farm this particular instance of him isn't particularly important, though I do have the save there if I want to. There are other ones in this area as well. Is healing herb like a really old item? I have a feeling it's a really old item. But yeah, there will be a few of them throughout the area. Now, these switches, it's not much of a puzzle, but you walk on certain switches and they'll open certain doors. You walk on other switches and they'll open other doors. You notice there are some enemies to the side here. This one opens up all of those. And in here we get the big one. Alright, we finished off the 3 encounters that were in there. There were no items in there. That's all from Yuki using Dragon Slash to take out all of those enemies. And that's from another enemy we fought there. The battle with the guy in here does contain another one of those Calibus guys if you feel the need to go after those heals. And I do want to pick them up. Here we have 3 different ones. This one I believe opens all the side doors, containing more enemies. I don't think any of these have treasure chests in them. Okay, cleared out all those guys too. The one in here also contains Calibus if you're interested in that. The other ones don't contain anything particularly of value. And so what is this? I believe our 4th chest in here. This one contains the Phalanx armor. Nice reference to mythology with that one. Small chance of canceling all damage from an attack. Defense is 95, so basically all around really good. I don't believe you can use it, and you can't use anything. It's probably better than having non-elemental damage at this point, but it's entirely up to you. You may want to give it to Ulf there, but I think he has just too low of resistance. So what I've done here is halves all elemental damage, and the Spirit Ring halves elemental damage as well. So he takes 0 damage from the 4 elements except for non-elemental damage and physical. So I'm protected against that. So he's already got reasonable physical defense. I could give him this, and that ups it quite a bit, but then he takes elemental damage. So it's up to you which one you want to go with. It's a toss-up, really. It doesn't really matter. But anyway, I'll give him that for now since it's a nice piece. One of the things I like about the end of this game is there's not really a lot of, ultimate armor that's way better than everything else. There's a lot of, ideas around here that aren't, it's not the perfect armor. So it's nice to see that there's at least, still some choice involved. And hero armor. Regenerates HP at set intervals. I'm not a big fan of this myself. For me, it doesn't really matter. But, it has regeneration on it. It might work as well as it did for the Hydras. I'm not exactly sure. I'll put it on. We'll see how much HP regeneration we get out of it. But I don't think I used it in my test run. Mainly because I'm not a big fan of regen armors in a lot of different games. But make sure you check all of these because a lot of them, or not a lot of them, but some of them you can go into. Ah! Nice. Grandolph. Not exactly Gandalf the Grey or the White, but it's his highest attack power in the game, save for 1. There is a rare drop from one of the enemies around here that has a chance, or that can drop something that is really good, and it's even better. And here we get Sublime cards. Let's see here, Sublime cards. It's even better than what we had before. I will take it. She's set up more for magic at this point. That's just my preference on how to set her up this late into the game. No, nothing there. And nothing there. Hello! This guy! We have Demon Lord. Demon Lord, of course, is a demon-type enemy. Has a chance of dropping Life Seed, which is nice. Also a chance of dropping Thor's boots. Thor's boots. Thor's boots have 60 move. They do not have warp movement. They do not have any initiative. So as far as I'm concerned, they might as well be the first boots in the game because they kind of suck. And as, you know, demon lords and all types of demons or whatever, of course he can use Baboom. You don't want him to use Baboom.
Pick a card.
I wouldn't spend any
Any
extra time
card.
farming out of him because, like I said, the items just really aren't worth it. You could put Demon Hunter on to deal some additional damage if you wanted to, but that's entirely up to you. There we go. Well, we'll get something out of them anyway.
All right, we did it.
Oh, we got the seed. I'll take that. Seeds are nice. And Ice Fang Stone. There we go. And what do we have down here? A whole lot of nothing. Okay. There's a few more enemies I will clear off screen here, and then I will see you in a moment. Okay, we're back. I cleared out a bunch of those enemies all off screen since they're pretty much all the same. I got a few seeds out of them, which was quite nice, and a bunch of other drops that I'm not particularly interested in. There's our dust egg, if you never made one for yourself before. And one more treasure chest over here. What have we here? Come on. Can I get the game? Give me the item! And of course I can't hold it. Oh well, whatever. Alright. Now be careful around here. Because... No, don't run into the wall. Come on, game. Turn around. Because I remember kind of being ambushed here. There's a couple of enemies over there. And there is a lone treasure over here. That one was not by me. That one's actually one of the treasures that's supposed to be here. So I didn't get that as a drop. And if we go up here, you'll notice we can't get across this path here. So we're going to have to extend some kind of platform in order to do that later. But here I'm going to try one more time for those Queen's Heels. Alright, cleared out those guys there. Didn't get the Queen's Heels I was looking for, unfortunately. There's nobody over there. And we have a long hallway. I'm going to go a little on the longer side here, just because I want to clear out as much of this first floor as I can.
Congratulations, Emilius. Zorn will be reborn at last. That means the world of our hopes and dreams will soon be upon us. And you will be rewarded for all of your suffering. Yes. Zorn and I are alike. We are both still incomplete. But very soon, you will make us both complete. At last, Zorn and I will finally be as one, like I always wanted. Zorn! At last, I am you.
Emilius. I love you.
It's so quiet. Yes. longed for.
Emilius, I love you. Your hand. It's warm.
At last! The ultimate power! Zorn has been reborn!
The speed that Alfina turned to glass in his vision, perfect. Absolutely perfect to shock both the player and Emilius. Very well done. I really enjoy the way they did that whole scene. But do notice the things we've seen over and over again throughout the game. We fell there. We're on the lower level now. I think this is the only way we can get out here. But you know, the hands being warm. You know, still saying that, you know, we love, you know, she loves her brother even after all he's done and everything like that. And you know, we can move this lift. And then we can go back up. So there wasn't really all that much of a little side event to go do that, but okay, that's fine. Let's see. Open this door. What do we have in here? Yeah, there's a couple of these guys. And what's in here? And there's another one of those guys. So what I do is I sneak past these guys here, run past them, don't worry too much about any of that, there's no item waiting there. Then we go this way, and this is why I wanted to go along, to make sure that I got to this point, because this cycles us back around to the beginning. And the reason why I wanted to set that cycle up was so, oh, you're back, okay, that's fine. Was so that now I can save again, and I can run and I can fight all of those different groups of Calibus, all three of them over there, instead of just the one that's right next to the save point. Now I can go fight three all at once, and then I don't have to reset as often when I'm trying to farm the Queen's Heals, which I will be doing in between episodes. You'll need one of them just for Donna there, just because they're really good for her. But anyway, that's pretty much all the time we have for today. Next time, hopefully not quite so long an episode, and we will continue through Zorn's shell. See if we can save Alfina, though it seems that she's hanging slightly precariously at this point. That's all for this one, and I'll see you guys next time.